sexy we are, pretty sexy. Sexy meter. Sexy meter, I can feel it in my yogurt. You guys, this is our absolutely first world premiere. This is it. You were chosen for a very specific reason, because you are as crazy as I am. So we wanted to find a city that embodied the lunacy that has inhabited me, and all meters pointed to you. So congratulations to my mentally ill friend. But literally Mark Ehrman, who is an expert on documentary distribution, inverted the model, took us out of the normal LA, New York release pattern, and said, let's go to some cities that are kindred, that are out of the box, that have shattered the box. And Portland was the first city that he felt we should be in, because and we need you. We rely on you, because without you, will become. I was. So we need you to tell our story. We've had 3 sold-out shows tonight. A lot of love. We had an orgy with the last crowd, but I'm not saying we're going there. So we had a lot of love with the last crowd, and a lot of love with the 5 o'clock crowd. We've had sold-out shows, from the afternoon shows on. And so it shows that there's something happening, and we hope that if this moved you in some way, that you will talk about it, blog about it, tweet about it, whatever else we do about it, because you will make all the difference. This is the story. You are the energy behind this film, because we don't have the usual money. I've released films, from Bruce Almighty, Patch Adams, Liar Liar, that have had tens of millions of dollars, and we don't have it. So, can anyone write a check? No, we're not looking for money. We're looking for energy. We need your energy. And that will make all the difference. So let's just take a couple questions, and then we'll let you go and have a relationship with your yogurt. You're going to go home tonight, aren't you? You're going to take the yogurt out. You're going to try it, aren't you? Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming here with your second documentary.
Oh, it's my first.
Oh, I thought. I always thought Ace Ventura was a documentary.
I love it!
Right, the question is,
do you mind if we're going to steal that blog, then?
NASA's top climate scientist Jim Hansen, in his new book, Storms of My Grandchildren, says that he feels, and he was the world's leading authority on the atmosphere of Venus, before becoming probably the leading authority on Earth. He feels that if we burn all available fossil fuels, it will create a dead planet like Venus. I just wanted to cheer everybody up after this. So it's kind of like we're being faced.
Hey, I do the jokes around here.
Yeah. We're being faced with kind of a final exam, and I think you've got all the answers, but how do we cram what you're saying into how quickly we need to learn that?
Yeah, well, I think change can happen really quickly when a critical mass of people wake up.
That's right.
Cairo,
so
Wisconsin.
It's been building. So we see a lot of bad news. We see these things, and we're at a point now. I mean, I could give you stats that you probably know. They're pretty dire. But I think there's a critical mass of energy building, because we've been told this story for a while now, that we are harming the planet. We've known it since Rachel Carson in Silent Spring, and it's been growing. Okay? So we've just had a major technological revolution. 20 years ago, you could have never imagined what we've built into today. It's phenomenal. And I think we're about to have a philosophical perspective revolution about how we do everything. And it's all going to shift. And just like Egypt happened, it seemed like overnight, but it was building and building and building. So keep building and have faith that it's working. I always talk about those movies like Sliding Doors or Back to the Future, It's a Wonderful Life, where one act changes everything in the future. You go back, you take a step, you open a door for somebody. That's all you do, and the whole future changes. You see, so you're changing the future right now by just being here and being interested in this kind of work and wanting to dialogue about it, agreeing with some of it, disagreeing with some of it. It's starting. So keep going. Keep going. And as much as you can, Be the peace you wish to see. That's really the message of the film. It's why it's called I Am. It's no longer about that motherfucking corporation or that bastard over here that guy's so intolerant. Well, now I'm intolerant to his intolerance. I always say this quote from the Gospel from Thomas à Kempis: study to overcome that in yourself which disturbs you most in others. Study to overcome that in yourself which disturbs you most in others. And when we bring an anger to this, we create a neutral energy, you see? That's why so many of our talking heads today are creating a neutral energy. And what Gandhi did, and what Jesus did, and Martin Luther King did, and those people who had the power and the courage to heal themselves and be that change. So that's what we do, man. We got to be that change in faith, and if we don't make it, then we're going down in love. We go down in love. Any other questions, or do we just know it all? Yes, sir.
So I have this theory.
Tell them your theory.
My theory is, the more you love people that you barely know, hi Mickey and Josh, the more they'll love you back. Not only that, but I swear on this. This energy in my heart grows every day, and I ask, whatever's listening, if it can grow every day. My heart is pounding so hard, and I love everybody so much, and the truth of it is, everybody loves me more every day, and it's getting overwhelming, and sometimes I can't even move. I'm just like laying there going, oh my gosh, I'm feeling like I'm expanding beyond my previous recollection of what was possible, and whatever it is I'm connecting to and talking to is listening, and I know that. And everything I ask for happens, and everything I pray about works, and it just keeps unfolding. And I've been asking for the same thing for years and years and years. And
wow.
It keeps...
Can we get your email? We need to ask some things. Second of all, I can feel the expansive love in you. So give some out tonight. Spread it right here. And you can come up right now and give some to me. All right? That's how it starts. Yes, sir.
You said we need love, and we need love. We need to be loved, and we need to love people. And how do we love our enemies? Because
yes.
If we don't love our enemies, it's too easy to kill them. No?
Yes, it's easy to kill them, but what happens is it's easy in the short term to kill your enemies, but then you create an energy in another generation that wants to kill you. Because somebody's father was killed by us or you. You see, somebody's brother or sister was killed by us or you. So you create an energy. Instead, someone who has the courage, like, say, a Jesus or a Gandhi, to stand up and take the bullet. Gandhi said, there are many causes I am willing to die for. There's no cause I am willing to kill for. He doesn't know of a cause he's willing to kill for. You see, and that changes the energy, right? It changes the energy. And so when you have the courage, look, the reason we still talk about Jesus, and this is not in a dogmatic way, this is just in a moral teaching way and a powerful life message way, is because Jesus had the courage to say, you cannot kill me. You can call me any name. You can call me a blasphemer when I came to represent divinity and love. And you can do anything to me and take my body, but you can't kill me, you see. Now, had he said, uh-oh, you're my enemy, you want to kill me, apostles, kill them, we would not be talking about it. It'd be another story of hate meeting hate, you see. But I believe that this universe was set up with laws, as Martin Luther King did, that there are moral laws to the universe. And the reason there are moral laws are practical, right? If hate was more powerful than love, this experience, this game, this celebration called life would not last very long. So I believe that love is more powerful than hate as a law. So when you meet hate with love, like Gandhi did, he could bring down an entire nation, you see. So when we meet a bomber with a bomb, we have become the very energy that we wish to see gone. And we must have the courage to say no, no more. You see, there must be many causes we're willing to die for, but very few, if any, causes we're willing to kill for. And that takes a kind of courage that can shift everything. We've invested so many lives in that act of, we're going to meet an enemy with that same hate. We're going to prevent you from killing us by killing you first. You see? And it hasn't worked. We keep having war after war after war. But as we evolve and we say, you are my brother, and you may kill me, but I'm going to stand up to your hate because I know it's ignorance. I know that if you knew me and you knew my heart, you would not hate me. I know we could meet at this table of brotherhood. So I'm going to go ahead and trust life and love in this situation.